All right, so we're in Google Classroom. Just want to show you a new feature. So when you're in one of your classes, and it doesn't matter which one as long as you are a teacher in it, and you click the Create button and go to Assignment, always have to give an assignment a title, so we'll just call this Sample. And then over here, you can select which classes you're going to post this in. 1, 2, 3, 4 blocks that I'm going to post this sample assignment to with whatever attachments, however I want to do it. None of that's changed. What has changed is now when you go to post an assignment in Google Classroom and you've selected more than one class and you click the arrow next to Assign, you can now schedule that post to multiple classes all at the same time. So schedule before used to be a single class, a single assignment. Now you can do one assignment to multiple classes using the schedule feature in Google Classroom. All right, here's another new feature that's available in Google this week. It's a Google Calendar feature. Right over here, you can see I now have this fancy little thing called an appointment schedule. It eventually will replace those appointment slots if you're familiar with those, but right now you can toggle between the two. Here's how you enable the feature, and then I'll show you real quickly how you configure it. So you click up here and you go to Settings. Then on the left-hand side, you see Appointment Schedules down here. You click that. It's going to jump you down here to where you can toggle that feature on. When you toggle on Appointment Schedules, it turns off appointment slots. They work very similar, though, so I don't think that's going to be a big issue for most people, but I just want to show you where to turn it on. Now here's how it works. All right, so you click on appointment on your thing, and you'll see instead of appointment slots, it now says appointment schedule. So we're going to take that. Okay, Friday 4:30 to 4:45. We can make it till 5:30, and then we can add it to an existing schedule, or we can create a brand new one. You can have multiple schedules there, so you can have set times each day of the week all in one schedule, or you can make a schedule just for department people and a schedule for outside the district people. So you have multiple choices there. I'm going to say create new so you can see how it looks. By the way, down here when it says add to one, you'll notice I gave that one a name. I have half-hour helper on my schedule, and I could add it to that one. So I'm going to say create a new one. Now I have to give it a title. So we'll call it WWL, What We Learned Video Collaboration. Okay. So you can set the appointment duration. So we'll make these for 15 minutes for that hour time. You can set it to be a repeating weekly, so every Friday from 4 to 5:30. Or you can say it does not repeat. It's just this April 1st that this is going to occur. Okay. How long ahead of time can people schedule on this calendar? So you can set that to I only want them to be able to schedule 30 days ahead of time, and then they can't schedule 24 hours before the appointment slot. So, and then you can also schedule a buffer time. So if you have 15-minute appointments and you want to have a break in between, you can set a 5-minute buffer time, and it won't let them schedule an appointment back to back. Okay, so you click next. Okay, you get a little bit more here. It shows your photo and name, which comes from your Google account. You can't set it separately. It's the one that's from your account. You can choose to have it be an in-person meeting or a Google Meet virtual meeting or a phone call, or none. We'll pick it later. Okay. So you set that, you type a description here. This is for helping you to help me. I'd like to work with you on making videos for WWL. Right? So these are the things that they're going to have to fill out. Because people outside of Shen can fill this out, they have to type in first name, last name, email address if you give them the link. Okay. You can add one custom field, and you can add phone number. That's all you can add to this booking form. And then you can decide when they're going to get a reminder for the appointment. So you can say one day before they'll get reminded they have the appointment with you, or you can say 1 hour before, or you can add 2 reminders. So they get reminded 1 day and 1 hour before. So now when you save this, it's going to create that appointment schedule over here. And when you open the booking page, you will see what you can send to other people. So you could post a link to this on your website. You could include it in your email signature, which is what I did. Okay. And then people will be able to click and schedule those appointments onto your calendar during that pre-saved time. So this is the new appointment schedule feature in Google Calendar. It's intended to eventually replace the appointment slots, but you can toggle between them in the settings.
This week I've learned that Flipgrid and Paradax have partnered together and have made it really simple for you to add video response questions inside your slides for students to respond to and to see each other's responses. So just as a reminder, you can get the Pear Deck add-on inside Google Slides. It is a district technology that's paid for all grades K through 12. But the really cool thing now is when you come to Flipgrid and you log in with your Shen Schools account, you have access to all of the groups you've created. And in your profile dropdown, you can go to Discovery. And this is where you can discover all sorts of new topics and partnerships that Flipgrid has. So when you scroll down here to the partners and hit View All, Pear Deck is now added to this vast list. Once you click on it, you are going to notice that it has 22 topics that have been created by Pear Deck for you to add into your slideshow. So, for example, if I was going to do this one, celebrate students, kind classmate, I could click on it. I could add the topic to one of my classes or groups and add it to my test group. And now when I come to my groups and I click on test, I can see celebrate students, kind classmate is there. If I want to insert this into my slideshow presentation, what I have to do is click this share button, copy the link, and come back over to my presentation. I'm going to open up the Pear Deck sidebar and I'm going to click website and paste the URL that I copied. And Pear Deck has alerted me that the students are going to be able to browse this website when they're on this slide. You can do it another way too. You can actually create your own questions. So, for example, in this test group, I'm going to create my own topic and I'm going to call it absent friend. And it can be so easy as explain the lesson today to a friend that was absent. So I can post the topic, but now again, I can copy the link, bring it over to my slideshow, insert it as a website for my students to browse when they're on this site, and I'm ready to start the lesson. So let's take a look at what that'll look like from the student side of view. When you hit start lesson, I'm going to do student paced activity right now. I'm going to copy the join link and open a new tab to show you the student side of this presentation. Feeling great today. So now in my Flipgrid presentation, I see my slide on the left-hand side and then my prompt here that my teacher wants me to respond to. And it's so simple. Students don't have to go outside to another link. It's all embedded right in your slideshow. You can hit add response. I'm going to give it access to my microphone and camera, and I can click record. I am really excited about this partnership with Flipgrid and Pear Deck. I can hit next. It gives me a preview. I can caption if I want to, and I can post a topic. The really cool thing here is I can hit go to topic as a student, and I am going to be able to see all of the responses that were here. The really great thing about this is that based on how we've set our Flipgrid responses, students can watch all of their other students here, and you can actually comment back and forth to each other if you wanted to. This is really awesome, and if you're excited about using this and not sure how to get started, let us know.